What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to NBA 2K25 Tips and Trick. We're talking about the builder so you don't make mistakes. I don't want you to waste your money. The VC prices is crazy. First thing I want you to take in, when you make your builder, remember the caps and be honest to yourself. What do I mean by that? So you get 5 cap breakers unlocked at starter 3, veteran 2, and legend 1. But do not make your build expecting yourself to hit legend 1, and you're gonna add those 15 cap breakers. You got to be honest. I feel like everyone's gonna at least hit starter 3, so I would start there as a ground rule when making your builds. You're gonna get 5+ cap breakers, because after that we're going into veteran 2, so keep that in mind. Another tip that's amazing is shout out to NBA 2K Labs. Here they have the best things, the best passes, the best dribbles, jump shots. They do give out free stuff, but they also have a premium, which you have to pay. And here they already have some builds that they curated, so you can go off that if you're a first-time beginner, which is cool. It's all right. They got badge heights, they got the tier unlocks, the takeover requirements, and grant you some of this stuff is on the game, but they give in detail numbers that we can't see in the game. They test them out, so definitely use this to your advantage. So let's create the build. You have to go to my career, of course, and then you're gonna select a new slot. And here is where you decide your position that you want to play, how tall you want the player, and whatnot. You can't go to Pro Tune builds where they already got builds made for you already, or you can go to NBA builds and switch it around. Pretty dope, unique things, but we're creating your own player from the get. So this really choose your preference for the hand. You know, if you're not a lefty, don't select lefty, because it's a little hard to shoot like that with your I just don't like the left hand. I'm a righty, but if you're a lefty, hey man. But now this is where you create your position. You can create your height, the weight, and the wingspan. And keep in mind, anything that you change for the weight, it also changes the numbers on the side as well as the wingspan. One thing that I love about this builder are seeing exactly what you're getting before you even make the build. And I'm talking about requirements. Listen guys, if you need a 80 vertical to get contact dunks and you have a 79, you will not get contact dunks, so you need to pay attention. The builder is straightforward, but you also can mess up. So I'm gonna make a dummy one. Do not take this build serious. This is just for the purposes of the animations that I want to show you guys. So if we put all this up, we have to wait for the bar. You see it says 98. You cannot proceed to move to the next thing. You will be stuck. Once you see this little thing light up, now you can proceed and press X. But I want you guys to pay attention to the badges. It shows us what badges we're able to get. But if you hit the bumper, you also can see the takeovers that you're able to get. Obviously, the ones that are grayed out, you cannot get them, but it shows you everything here. But the best thing about this is, hey man, welcome to the pack. All right, the best thing about this is once you get past this, which shows you shades of, and it will compare you to NBA players, which I don't really pay too much mind, but a lot of people do, and they also fall in love with the name. What you really want to look at is test build. Now, when you test the build, hit the bumper, bring it all the way up to a 99, because that's going to be your full potential, because that is obviously the goal here, to make your player to 99. You want to be the best out there. Now that he's a 99, right, you get to go to creator, jump shot, dunk style creator. But the best thing about this is you get to look at the pass, and if you hit that button R3, it tells you everything that you're able to get. So he has a pass of 86. These are all the animations that he can get. This is the best part about the builder, because you get to see what you really want. Now, anything that says restricted, obviously you can't get it. So that is one thing to keep in mind. Let's say I wanted Kevin Durant's dribble style, for instance. You have to be at least 6'5" through 6'10". You need the speed with the ball to be a 65. This player right here has a 36, which means that he cannot get this dribble style. Where I'm going with this breaks down everything very simple for you. Next up, we got to talk about badge perks, because this all ties up into the builder. Now, remember when I told you about the veteran and whatnot? When you unlock that for the rep part, you get a max 1. So let's say you get gold posterizer, and in the builder, you're not able to get Hall of Fame because you didn't reach that. But on the max +1, you're able to grab one badge as long as it's tier 1 or tier 2 and make that badge Hall of Fame. Just as if there's a badge that is silver pick dodger, you're able to make that gold pick dodger just using the max +1 through tier 1 or tier 2. And how you unlock that is reaching level 30 in the 1 through 40 app. And what I mean by that is I'm trying to break this down as smooth as I can, and I know this is a lot to take in, especially when you're new at the game. So season rewards, right? All of this plays a big part. So 2K is really trying to get us to play everything. So I want you guys to pay attention to this, because you can literally mess up your build if you're depending on something, or you just can't unlock it. So at level 30, there's tier 1 max badge. You see it right underneath the mascot. You want to get this every single season. The goal is to always hit 30. Of course, I know it's 40, but you at least want to get this tier 1 max badge, because this will bring your build to the next level. You know what I'm saying? And when you reach all the way over here to level 40, it says badge elevator instant 2. So you want to go ahead and get that. You want to get that. Keep this in mind. Cat breakers. This is something that I'm trying to focus on, because I'm telling you, man, I feel like a lot of people are gonna mess up on their builds. So pay attention. So you see the close shot, right? It says 99. This is the max that your build can go up to, right? But driving layup, for instance, since it's not a 99, this is a better example. It's a 96, which means you can't go past 96. This is the dead end. 96 is the max. And when it comes to cat breakers, you can make it at a 90, but because it ends at 96, you can put your cat breakers, which will bring the driving layup to a 95, since it's only +5. But you don't have to put it in that one category. You can mix it around. You can put one here, one there. So I hope you guys understand that. Once again, 96 is the max for this build. I can't go beyond 96, but if you drop it right here to a 90, because there's more room to go to 96, you can add the cat breaker. So you can add 1, 2, 3, 4 cat breakers, and then add 2 more in another category. I hope that makes sense. That's as smooth and clean as I can make it for y'all. One thing that I do want to focus on to tell you guys that agility is actually your lateral quickness. So this is how you move on the court without the ball, left, right, and you're playing defense. Keep that in mind. This is very important. And now we're going to talk about a few more gems that I got. Cater your build to the player mode that you're playing. If you're a 5s player, you need pass accuracy. If you're a 1s player, you won't need pass accuracy. So make your build around the games you think that you're gonna play. Are you gonna play in Pro-Am? Are you just gonna play 2s or 3s? Keep that in mind. And also be aware of the teammates that you're playing with. You're not gonna run with all 3 point guards. So if you're on the mic with your boys, everybody picks out a build. You know, I'm gonna be point guard. You be the center. You be the small forward, or the pure lock. You got to keep those things in mind and give your build time to progress. Don't spend all this money on the build and then you just delete it, because that's still your money at the end of the game. But hopefully these tips and tricks help you guys. Make sure you drop a like and make sure you drop a sub. Coming at y'all with the latest and the most craziest videos that we're trying to come up with on 2K25.